Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. There are feelings for you right now. Y'all already know how we do it over here. Real, raw, and straight up energy. No sugarcoating, no fluff. Just me, the cards, and the truth about what's really going on between you and this person. Before we start, quick heads up. For a limited time only, I'm still doing the 3 for $33 special. And that means for just $33, you can ask me 3 questions about your relationship, your money, your career, your future, okay? Or if you just need that spiritual guidance or coaching to get your clarity back. So if you've been stuck in your head, or if you just keep asking yourself, what's really happening with this person? Baby, don't overthink it. Tap that link in the description and book your reading while it's still open. Okay, now let's get into it. Take a moment here and meditate on the 3 cards and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This is card 1 with the tempo, card 2, empty room, and card 3, the self. Okay, so let's get straight into your reading. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. There are feelings for you right now. Y'all already know how we do it over here. Real, raw, and straight up energy. No sugarcoating, no fluff, just me, the cards, and the truth about what's really going on between you and this person. Before we start, quick heads up, for a limited time only, I'm doing a 3 for $33 special. That means for just $33, you can ask me 3 questions about your relationship, your money, your career, your future. Or if you just need that spiritual guidance or coaching to get your clarity back, baby, if you've been stuck in your head, or if you just keep asking yourself, what's really happening with this person? Baby, don't overthink it, okay? Tap that link in the description because it's some things that I can share with you in a personal reading, if you know what I mean, that I cannot share with you on YouTube, okay? So tap that link in the description and book your reading while it is still open, okay? So let's get into it. Pile 1, your energy is here with the card that you're drawn to, the temple. And let me just say this. The temple energy is sacred, but it's not always peaceful. So this person sees you as someone they can't access easily. You are not the type that they can play with, okay? You can come correct or not come at all energy. But what's wild is that they feel you energetically even when they are trying to ignore you, okay? And the temple means that you are unforgettable. You live rent-free in their minds because you touch something in them that nobody else has, right? And they might be acting unbothered right now, but please, that's a front, okay? Because this person is low-key intimidated. They feel like if they step wrong, they will lose access to your energy forever. And they're not wrong because you elevated. You are in your divine feminine tempo era, okay? You're protecting your peace, your aura, and your purpose. And this person can feel that wall. So what we are going to do is we're going to pull 6 more cards to see what's underneath this, because if they are still in your energy after all that, there's a reason. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your first card. All right. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. And you got the 3rd house, which is the house of perception. And y'all, this is the 3rd house in a astrological birth chart. Okay, and it's the 3rd house of perception. And the 3rd house, it rules over Gemini. All right. So Gemini is definitely in this energy. But let me pull your second card. And then I'm going to channel this energy of the third house. The third house is also social media. So y'all know what time it is when it comes to that, okay? Let's do it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the energy? And you got the Seven of Cups, okay? So let's go ahead and channel the energy of the third house, and then we'll jump straight into the Seven of Cups. All right. So here's the thing, y'all. When the third house shows up, communication, perception, okay? And what's being said versus what's being shown. Let me tell you right now that this person is watching you, talking about you, or reading between your lines on social media. You may not even realize it, but this is someone who's keeping tabs without making it obvious. Gemini energy. That's double-sided, okay? So yeah, while they act like they're detached, baby, their curiosity about you is eating them alive, honey. They are trying to figure out what you are really saying through what you post. You see what I'm saying? It's like every caption, every song lyric, every emoji, they think it's about them. They want to read your mind if they could. If they could, they would read your mind, because the communication between y'all, it feels unfinished. There's tension. There is unspoken truth. And the more silent you get, the louder that their thoughts become. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the Seven of Cups that came after. This card is confusion mixed with fantasy. So it's like, I see all these options, but none of them feel like you. This person might be out here scrolling through people and flirting and, like pretending they moved on. But deep down, they are lost in illusion, right? They're trying to replace the energy that came from you, and it's not working. It's not working because the Seven of Cups says that they're caught between reality and desire. They want clarity, but they don't want to face the truth. And that truth is you. They know that your energy is too real, too grounded, and too intuitive for them to fake it with you. Okay? They cannot. So what's happening here is that the third house says that, yeah, they're thinking about you constantly. And the Seven of Cups says that they're dreaming about you endlessly. So this is mental obsession that meets emotional confusion. And what they are realizing, whether they admit it or not, is that your silence, it speaks louder. It speaks louder than their games ever could. All right, so let's keep going, because the next card, that's where it's about to get real. Okay, we're going to see if this confusion pushes them towards you or if it makes them self-sabotage again. Okay, and listen, y'all, I'm going to give you the total energetic frequency of this connection and this person at the end of this reading, y'all. And what I've got that's coming through about that, it's going to tie all of this together, man, and make you say, what? Really? Yeah, that part. So let's go ahead and pull your third card. You got Finding Myself. So it's the card says, it was time that I went inside to find myself again. And I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. Y'all see that? Okay. So what they doing? Are they in a self-reflective mode? Let me tell you something. This card right here, it's their wake-up call. See, this person thought they could run from accountability by disappearing or staying quiet. But baby, silence don't equal peace. They are not finding themselves because their zen, right? Their zen that they're doing it because you shook something in them that they can't unfeel. You pulled back your energy. And when you did that, you exposed their emptiness. You showed them what real emotion and depth feels like. And now they are in a space where they're like, damn, what do I even want out of life? See, because this is not about them needing space from you. It's about them realizing that they lost themselves in situation that never matched their soul. And you came in like a mirror. You forced them to look at who they had become versus who they could be. So now they finding themselves. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. But let's be real. That means that they're finally feeling the absence of your energy. You were the mirror, their motivation, their muse, and they didn't realize it until you stepped back. Okay? And what's wild is that third house plus 7 cups energy that we just talked about is still playing out right here because they're scrolling. They are dreaming, they're reflecting, but they're doing it while still watching you evolve. Baby, they are over there trying to find themselves. Do you hear me? And you're out here becoming yourself. There's levels to this. So let's go deeper because this next card is about to expose whether they actually grow from this self-reflection or if they're just stuck in their I miss you, but I don't know how to act right phase. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your 4th card. And let's see, honey, where this energy takes us. Let's go. All right. What is the energy? As it does relate, what's coming through? Y'all, you got nature in reverse. This is earth energy, y'all. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo energy. Nature, physical. Here's what I'm picking up. Look. The people who are usually grounded and consistent, y'all know, are the earth signs, okay? They're grounded, consistent, and dependable. But baby, when nature is in reverse, that's somebody who has completely lost their balance. So this person is trying to find themselves, right? But here's the truth. They are disconnected from reality right now because they are not grounded, not stable, and not showing up as their authentic self. They are stuck between what they want to be and what they are actually doing. Okay. Now, Taurus in reverse, that's that stubborn energy. Okay. And they know what they need to do, but they're resisting it because it could mean letting go of control. Capricorn in reverse. They are overwhelmed by their own responsibilities, trying to look like they got it together when they don't. Virgo in reverse. That's overthinking, nitpicking, and self-criticism because they're analyzing everything but not actually fixing anything. So when I say that this person is in their own way, I mean it. They keep saying, I need space, I need to figure things out, but they are really avoiding their own reflection. Because the connection that you two had, it forced them to see how out of sync they have been with themselves, with spirit, and with their purpose. And let's be honest, white baby, while they are out over there trying to find peace, you are rebuilding yours. They were your chaos. Now you are their calm. You are grounding yourself and getting back in flow while they are the one spinning in circles. Nature in reverse says it all. They miss your energy because you were the grounding force. You brought order to their storm. And now that you are not catering, not over-explaining, not chasing, they feel the difference. Yeah, they thought that space would clear their head, but all it did was remind them that peace feels like you. All right? Now let's keep going, because the next card is going to show us whether they actually grow from this or if they're about to spiral even more before the truth hits. Okay. So baby, let's go ahead and pull your 5th card, because I can already feel that the total energetic frequency at the end brewing. It is brewing, and baby, it's about to connect all 3 dots. So let's go. All right, what is the energy? As it does relate, let's see what's coming through. What is the energy? And you got the 3 of Wands. That's in reverse too. Y'all, it's in reverse. It is what it is. Honey, 3 of Wands. Baby girl. Well. Let me just say this. I can truly say that this is fire, is creativity. Okay. But man, right after nature in reversed, yeah, this is that energy. It just exposed itself. Okay. Here's the thing. See, upright, the 3 of Wands is expansion, planning for the future, and waiting on ships to come in, and trusting that everything that you invested in is about to show up. But reversed, that's straight up delay, hesitation, and regret. So this person thought they could take their sweet time finding themselves, and they thought you would still be right there, still waiting. But nah, that time has expired. You're not waiting at the dock anymore. You are already sailing somewhere else. And they are realizing that the longer they avoided this connection, the more they sabotaged it. And what's wild is this, that this energy feels like somebody who had a plan. They had a plan, but not the discipline to follow through. Nature reversed, it already told us they are ungrounded. Right? So now the 3 of Wands reverse, it confirms it. They don't know what direction to move in. They really don't, because they thought the grass was greener. They thought that they could explore the options. And remember that 7 of Cups energy earlier, right? But all those doors we're looking at, right? None of them opened the way they expected. So this card is that, damn, I might have lost the only person who actually saw me kind of energy. Okay? Because they're stuck in the same cycle talking about growth, but not doing it. Dreaming of movement, but not packing a single emotional bag. And you are in your elevation season. You're no longer standing at the edge waiting for somebody to catch up, because you moved forward. You are the ship, the captain, and the destination. Period. Okay? So, look, y'all. This is the part of the reading where things start to get real, because we've seen the confusion, the 7 of Cups. We've seen the fake clarity, finding myself, and now the delays, 3 of Wands reversed. Now we are about to find out in the next card if they are finally ready to come correct, or if the universe is about to show them exactly what it feels like to fumble divine energy. So let's go ahead and pull your 6th and final card, because that's where I'm going to give you the total energetic frequency. After that final and 6th card, we're going to get this whole connection. And baby, it's about to make all of this make perfect sense. So let's go. Okay, this is your final card. Final message. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through, y'all? You got keys on a ring, and the card says many options, decisions, unconventional, string along, and one night stand. Okay. I literally had to pause on that because I'm like, hold up, y'all. Woo. Let's talk about it, because this is the confirmation of everything that we have seen in your reading. This person has been operating out of confusion, not conviction. They have been chasing distractions and entertaining multiple energies, trying to fill a void instead of doing the real healing work. All that finding myself energy. Yeah, that's cute until you realize it's just another way of saying, I don't want to face my own reflection. So this person is out here moving messy, keeping options open and acting like they don't care. But deep down, they're lost. The Seven of Cups already showed it, and this just sealed it. They think that they got choices, but really they got karma. They are trying to replace you with quantity because they can't handle your quality. Period. And here's the total energetic frequency of this whole connection, y'all. This connection sits in a karmic awakening frequency, meaning you were never meant to chase them. You were meant to trigger their growth. You were the divine mirror that made them see how far they drifted from real love, real consistency, and real purpose. You have ascended out of the confusion because your frequency has moved into embodiment, alignment, grounding, purpose. Them, they are still chasing instant gratification and avoiding depth. The third house, it showed that they were watching you. Okay? The Seven of Cups showed they were confused. The Finding Myself card, it showed that they were lost. Nature reversed, this card showed that they were ungrounded. And the Three of Wands reversed, it showed that they delayed their blessings. And now keys on a ring, it confirms that they played themselves by trying to play with multiple energies instead of being real with the one that actually mattered. So listen, your final message is this. You don't need to compete, convince, or chase. Let the universe show them what superficial love feels like. And watch how fast they circle back once they realize that you were never one of the options. You were the answer. Your total energetic frequency, elevation, alignment, emotional liberation. Theirs, chaos, confusion, and karmic cleanup. So listen, keep shining, baby, because you are the peace that never create in chaos, all right? You can't. You are the peace that cannot create in chaos. All right, Clarity family, that's your final message. And if this hit for you, trust what you felt, because that wasn't coincidence. That was confirmation. And listen, if you're ready to go deeper, don't wait, because right now I'm offering my 3 for $33 special where you can ask me any 3 questions about your relationship, your money, your career, or anything you need spiritual guidance on, anything you need. Because sometimes, y'all, Spirit already gave you the sign and you just need help decoding it. So click the link in the description, book your reading, and let's get your clarity all the way together. Because over here, we don't chase, we align, we attract, and we protect our peace. Period. I love y'all, Clarity family. Stay grounded, stay glowing, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. There are feelings for you right now. And this one right here, this is the energy of the empty room. And y'all already know how we do it over here. Real, raw, and straight to the truth. No sugarcoating, no watered down messages. So if you came here, it's because Spirit wanted you to hear this. Point blank. Before we start, quick reminder. For a limited time only, I'm doing my 3 for $33 special. That's right. You can ask me 3 questions for just $33. You can ask about your relationship, your money, your career, your future, or if you just need that deep spiritual guidance or coaching that I can't always give here on YouTube. Because let's be real, a lot of stuff I can't say here on YouTube, but baby, I can break it down in a personal reading. Okay? Y'all know what I'm saying, okay? So if you're ready for the real truth, not the surface level message, but the behind the veil energy, hit that link in the description and book your personal reading while this deal is still open. Now let's get into it. Pile 2, your energy is here, and your first card drawn to is the empty room. Let me just say this. This card is allowed, okay? Because the empty room isn't silence. It's space. It's that in-between energy where something ended, but the new beginning hasn't started yet. So this person feels your absence, and it is haunting them. They might have filled the room with noise, people, distractions, work, pride, right? But nothing fits. Nothing feels the emptiness you left. You were the presence that gave their world meaning. And now they are realizing that without you, their freedom, it feels a lot like loneliness, okay? And don't get it twisted, because this person thought that silence was power. And they thought they could ghost you, pull back, or even like play indifferent. But what they didn't realize is that you became their mirror. And now all they can see is what they lost. Okay? You are the echo in their energy right now. You are the thing that they can't name, they can't replace, and can't ignore. So what we're going to do is pull 6 cards, okay, after this, to see what's really going on behind that emptiness. Because trust me, this silence is not what it seems. We're going to find out whether they are missing you because they have grown, or missing you because they finally realized that you were the one who you were the only one who ever saw them clearly. The only one. All right, so let's go ahead and pull your first card, because once we start unpacking this, the total energetic frequency at the end of this reading is going to tell you exactly how to move with this person from here on out. And baby, it's going to make everything make sense. So let's go. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Y'all. Why am I getting like this weird? I'm getting a strange energy, I don't know, from this person, but we're going to unpack it. I don't know. I'm getting like, it's a mix between like chills and kind of like, is this person like a nervous type of person? Kind of nervous or jittery type of energy? Okay, let's go ahead and pull your first card. Okay, you got Venus in reverse. Venus does rule over Taurus and Libra, but when it comes out in reverse, it rules over love and beauty and charm and things like that. I'm going to tell you all about Venus. I told you I'm just getting a strange feeling with this energy. But let's pull your second card, and then we'll jump back to Venus and channel both energies. Okay, let's do it. All right. So you got the King of Cups. All right. You got Venus and the King of Cups. So let's go ahead and start with the planet Venus first, and then we'll channel the energy of the King of Cups. Okay. Y'all. When Venus is upright, everything flows. There's harmony, connection, reciprocity, that sweet love energy that makes everything feel magnetic. But when Venus shows up reversed, woo, that's when love turns into power play. That's when somebody starts confusing control for connection. This is the I love you, but I'm not going to show it first kind of energy. Okay, because this person's been operating out of ego, trying to see who's going to care more, right? Really doing that kind of stuff, trying to see who's going to care more. Text first and even like break first. And I told y'all earlier, I felt a strange pull with this Venus energy. I really did. Because this isn't love that's flowing. This is love that's blocked. Y'all, they feel the attraction, but they're fighting it. And they feel the beauty of this connection, but they are scared to surrender to it. Taurus and Libra energy. They both want peace. But reversed, this person is restless because they want you, but they don't want to need you. They crave your attention, but they don't want to admit how deep that craving goes. Now, let's talk about what came right after, which is the King of Cups. Because this right here, this is someone who feels everything but shows nothing. They are emotional but controlled, deep but distant, and they love in silence and drown in pride. So the King of Cups with Venus reversed, it says that this person is emotionally overwhelmed. They got big love for you, but their way of handling it is pretending that they are unbothered. Okay, it's the classic King of Up. It's like the classic King of Cups repression. And they might even tell themselves, I just need to focus on me right now. But baby, that's a code for I can't handle the depths of what I feel for you. So this person is trying to intellectualize their emotions. And they want to logic their way through something that can only be felt. And here's the kicker. They think that they're protecting themselves, but really they are just blocking their blessings. Venus reverse, it says that their love language got twisted. And King of Cups says that they are still holding back when they should be showing up. So when I say that there's tension here, it's because there's a love that can't find its way out. They feel it, they dream it, they suppress it, and it's starting to spill over in other ways, okay? Because when Venus reverses, that's pressure built, okay? That's a pressure buildup. And when the King of Cups holds it in too long, baby, that dam will break. So listen, what we're going to do next is pull your third card, okay? Because this next energy is about to show whether they are getting ready to open up or if they are still stuck trying to love you from the shadows, okay? So let's see what's coming through next. This is your card 3. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. So you got feeling lost, and a card says, I'm trying to make this work, but I feel so lost. I don't know what to do or say anymore. And it's easier to just stay silent. Y'all. Okay. I don't know. I'm just like, this energy is heavy. Woo. Baby, look, this is that emotional fog energy that I was picking up earlier with Venus reverse. They love you, that's clear. But they are moving like someone who's completely disconnected from their emotional compass. Let's keep it real. This person is out here drowning in feelings that they don't know how to express. See, because the King of Cups energy made them think emotional control was strength. But now it's turned into paralysis. And they don't know what to say because everything they want to say would expose how deep it really goes. This feeling lost card says that it's not that they don't feel the connection, it's that they don't know how to operate in it. You are someone who triggers evolution in people, and you don't let people half love you. And this person has never met anyone who made them face themselves like that. So now silence feels safer than vulnerability. Yeah, so they tell themselves, let me pull back until I figure this out. But baby, silence doesn't heal. It just hides the confusion. They are not avoiding you. They're avoiding the reflection that you hold up to them. And this is the thing. They're trying to make it work, but they are using the wrong tools. You can't fix a spiritual connection with surface level behavior. You can't rebuild trust with pride. Okay, so Venus reversed already showed that they've been out of alignment, okay, with love. They've been out of alignment with love. King of Cups said that they're holding it in. And now feeling lost, it confirms it that they don't know how to handle the depths of this love. So instead of stepping up, they are sitting in emotional quicksand, thinking that stillness equals safety, when really it's just stagnation. You got someone who loves you, but lacks direction. You see what I'm saying? And someone who feels your energy, but doesn't know how to meet you there yet. They don't know how to meet you there. And I'm telling you right now, this next card that we pull, this is where the truth starts spilling out, because Spirit's about to expose whether they are going to rise out of this confusion or let it be the reason that they lose their chance. Let's go ahead and pull your fourth card, because the energy right here is shifting from confusion to confrontation, and you're about to see what's really sitting under their silence. So let's go. All right. What is the energy as it does relate? What is coming through? You got pray. Y'all, when this card shows up, I told you. I told y'all. This is that spirit. Look, let me just, y'all. When this card shows up, oh, it's real now. Because this is that spirit has entered the chat type of moment. Because pray means that this person is at their breaking point. Everything they tried, running, ignoring, controlling, overthinking, it's not working anymore. They are finally realizing that logic can't fix what only faith can shift. They hit that wall where their heart is heavy and their mind is loud. And the only thing left to do is drop their pride and ask for divine help. So for some of you, this person has been praying for clarity, literally praying that the confusion lifts and that they can find the words, that they can figure out what the hell to do about you. But let's be real. This prayer didn't start out humble. At first, it was control-based. Like, God, make this person reach out, make it easier. So now it's turned into surrender. God, help me understand what I'm supposed to learn from this. And that right there, that's where the shift happens. Because remember, we had Venus reversed, blocked love, King of Cups, emotional control, and feeling lost, confusion and silence. So now Prey steps in and says, the ego's done. The soul is taking over. And this person is finally being humbled by their own emotions. And Spirit stripped away their distractions, their options, their excuses. And now all that's left is truth. They are realizing that you weren't just love, you were alignment. And that kind of love, it doesn't come around twice. So now that they are talking to God, to the universe, to whoever they think will listen, trying to figure out how to get back to peace. But let's make one thing clear. This prayer energy, it's not just about them. It's also a mirror for you. Because Spirit is saying, don't let their confusion pull you out of your clarity. You are not meant to chase. You're meant to receive. Pray means your guides are still working behind the scenes. So if you've been feeling their energy heavy lately, it's because your higher self is doing the talking now. Now we're about to pull card 5. And I can already feel the energy thickening. Because if pray is the surrender, then the next card is going to show you the consequence. Are they stepping into healing, or are they about to repeat the same lesson all over again? Let's go ahead and pull your 5th card, because the way this energy is shifting, baby, it's about to get deep. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through, y'all. All right. And you got the 10 of Wand energy. Y'all, 10 of Wand. Fire, creativity energy. But this Wand energy is heavy. It's a burden. You've been through a lot with this person. I can already tell. All right. This is fire energy. It's creative. It's passion. It's the drive to make it work type of vibe. But baby, this Wand energy is heavy because this person has been carrying the weight of this connection like a backpack full of guilt, pride, and what ifs. They told themselves that they could handle it. They told themselves that they'd be fine without you, but every step forward got heavier because they never actually let you go. The 10 of Wands means that they've been trying to keep everything together. Their emotions, their image, their routine, but it's all too much. So and now Spirit is saying that you can't keep pretending that you're strong when you are carrying what you're supposed to release. You were never meant to carry this burden for them. And they were never meant to carry this connection alone. But because they refused to be vulnerable, now they are exhausted. And here's what's wild. The fire element here is passion. So even in their exhaustion, that passion for you still burns. They are tired, but they can't quit you. They try to distract themselves, but you're the thought that won't quiet down. This is emotional overload, trying to act unbothered on the outside while crumbling on the inside. See, because their pride, the very thing that's breaking them down, right? Remember how praise showed up right before this? That wasn't random. That was not random. Spirit said, you wanted control? Now you get the consequences. The 10 of Wands is the weight of every missed chance, every unspoken word, every silent night that they chose ego over honesty. This person is finally feeling the cost of pretending. And for you, this card is confirmation that it's not your job to fix or carry what someone else refuses to heal. You have done your part. You loved, you showed up, and now it's time to let the burden fall where it belongs. They are realizing the difference between losing control and losing you. And baby, those two hits feel completely different. Now here's the thing. This next card, your sixth and final card, that's where everything comes full circle. Because once we pull that last card, I'm giving you the total energetic frequency of this whole connection. And it's going to tell you exactly what this means for you, for your future, not just theirs. So let's see what Spirit has for you. What is the energy as it does relate? And let's see what's coming through. All right, you got love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Love call. Okay. All right. This is the moment that we've been building up to. This is it. Okay? Because remember how we started with empty room? That silence, that emotional gap, that I can feel them, but they're not saying anything energy. Remember that? Yeah, that empty room just got filled with a call, a message, an opening. After all the confusion, the prayer, and the pressure, this person is finally reaching their breaking point. They can't hold it in anymore. The Venus reversed, okay? That love that they've been suppressing, the King of Cups control, the feeling lost, the prey, and the Ten of Wands, it all led right here. Because the love call is that divine moment when Spirit says, either speak your truth or lose your chance. This person has been thinking about you nonstop. They rehearse what they'd say, and they type and delete messages. See, because they dream about hearing your voice again, and now that energy is too strong to ignore. But let me be real. This call doesn't come from confidence. It comes from conviction. They realized that silence didn't protect them. It punished them. And they thought pulling back gave them power. But all it did was remind them how empty life feels without you. So yeah, expect a message, a call, a sign. It might be a text that says, hey, I've been thinking about you. Or something small like a song that they post. But baby, it's intentional. This person is finally realizing that the only way to release that Ten of Wands pressure is to speak from the heart. And here's the thing. That doesn't mean you have to respond right away. Because the real power here is that you became their wake-up call. You were the catalyst for their healing. You made them confront what real love actually feels like. Total energetic frequency of this connection. This connection vibrates in a soul realignment frequency. And so that means that Spirit used the distance, the silence, and the chaos to strip both of you down to truth. Your person's frequency, they are awakening, moving from ego to emotion, from silence to expression. They are finally realizing that love isn't control, it's surrender. Your frequency, you elevated, you're grounded, protected, and in full alignment with divine timing. You no longer chase validation, you attract reciprocity. So when that love call comes, Listen to your intuition, because this isn't just a conversation. It's closure, clarity, or a brand new chapter. And baby, you hold the power. You hold the power to decide which one it is. All right, Clarity family, that's your final message. If this reading hit for you, trust it. This was your confirmation. And if you are ready to go deeper, you already know what to do. For a limited time, I'm offering my 3 for $33 special. Ask me any 3 questions about your relationship, your money, your future, or just get that spiritual guidance I can't always give here on YouTube. Some things I just can't say, if you know what I mean. So the link is in the description. Go book your reading and let's get your clarity all the way together. I love y'all. Stay grounded, stay glowing, and remember, the real ones don't chase, they align. Hi, Clarity family. Welcome to your reading. There are feelings for you right now. Y'all already know how we do it over here. Real, raw, and straight to the truth. Baby, listen, Spirit is going to be talking through these cards, right? The way you need to hear it. But real quick, before we dive in, I have to let you know about my 3 for $33 special that's happening right now. For a limited time only, you can ask me any 3 personal questions, right? Whether it's about your relationship, your money, your career, or just spiritual guidance to get your peace and your power back. This is your moment to get real answers. Because listen, there are some things that I'm allowed to say in a private reading that I cannot say here on YouTube. So if you want that deep truth, not the surface energy, hit that link in the description and book your personal reading while the deal is still live. All right, pile 3, your energy is here, drawn to the self. And let me just say this. The self is a powerful card. It's raw truth, pure reflection, and divine accountability. So when this card comes out, it's not about them watching you. It's about them seeing themselves through you. So this person is realizing that what they feel for you, it runs deeper than attraction. It's transformation. You are the mirror that showed them everything that they were running from. Now, for some of you, this connection has been a spiritual awakening in disguise. You didn't just shake their emotions, you shook their identity. Every boundary you set, every silence you held, every ounce of self-worth that you stood on, it forced them to ask, who am I without this person? Okay, and that's what's so wild about the self, because it doesn't play. It strips away the ego, the pride, the excuses. And it says, this is who you are. No mask, no performance. So what we're going to do is pull 6 cards, right? After this card. And I'm going to break it down. Exactly how this person feels when they see you living in your power. We're going to look at what they think, what they won't say, and what their soul actually knows but can't admit. And trust me, when we get to that final card, I'm going to give you the total energetic frequency of this entire connection. And that's the part that ties everything together and shows you exactly what to do with this person's energy moving forward. Whether to reconnect, release, or completely rewrite the narrative. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your first card, because baby, if the self is your opener, you already know that Spirit's about to expose some truth. So let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? What's coming through? You got Pisces. And y'all know that Pisces is that water, intuitive, sensitive energy. Pisces is the mystic as well. But I'm going to pull your second card, and then we'll tap into Pisces and the second card together. All right, you got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So let's go ahead and tap into this Pisces card, and we'll slide into the Queen of Wands energy. All right. So here's the thing, y'all. When Pisces shows up, that spirit saying that you have been in their thoughts, their dreams, and their emotions heavy. And they are picking up on your energy even when you haven't spoken. See, because they will see a post, hear a song, and also catch a smell, right? Even a smell, and then boom, you're in their spirit again. But here's the twist. Pisces energy is fluid. It's that I feel you, but I don't know how to handle what I feel vibe. Okay, so this person can't hide from this connection, but they also can't quiet ground it either. They are in their head, they're in their heart, they are in denial, all of that at the same time. This is someone who's used to being logical, but when it comes to you, logic doesn't work. Because their intuition, it keeps reminding them that this is not just a crush or a phase, it's a soul work. But the deeper they feel, the more they resist, and that resistance is about what's about to expose their shadow side. Okay, so let's go ahead and slide into your second card, the Queen of Wands in reverse. Baby, this is where the confidence gets shaky. Because see, the Queen of Wands upright, she's magnetic, bold, and radiant. She knows who she is and she's not afraid to shine. But reverse, that's insecurity, jealousy, and intimidation energy, big time. So let's connect the dots. Pisces says that they feel everything, but the Queen of Wands in reverse says that they don't feel worthy of what they feel. So this person is looking at you like, how do they glow like that and still stay grounded? Okay, because you trigger their admiration and their ego at the same time. They want your energy, but they are scared of what your energy requires. Accountability, depth, and honesty. Because when you operate from that high self-worth, it exposes their unhealed parts. It makes them question their own confidence, their own magic. You got someone who's spiritually drawn to you, Pisces, but emotionally intimidated, Queen of Wands in reversed. See, because they admire your light, but they are low-key afraid that they can't match it. They can't match it, and that's why they pull back or act funny. It's not rejection, it's reflection. And here's the real talk. This person has to learn that love isn't about control or performance. It's about authenticity. Because the self, right, which is your opening card, is already teaching them that lesson. So now the energy is building. They are feeling, resisting, reflecting, and spiraling a little in their own insecurity. And this next card we pull, that's going to show whether they rise into self-awareness or start self-sabotaging. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your third card, because this is where Spirit starts revealing their real intentions and how they plan to move next. All right, so let's go. Okay. What is the energy as it does relate? I'm leaving. And the card says, I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset that has not served me and hindered my growth. What do you know, right? This is that turning point energy. It's the turning point energy, because remember, we started with Pisces, all that deep emotional sensitivity and confusion, okay? Then we had the Queen of Wands reverse, that insecurity, that self-doubt, that ego. And now Spirit said, enough, it's time to move. So this card doesn't always mean walking away from you. It means that walking away from the version of themselves that couldn't show up for you. They are being forced to let go of the patterns, the pride, the people, and the coping mechanisms that kept them small. This person has been stuck in a loop, pretending to be okay, ignoring their emotions, and trying to control what they feel instead of surrendering to it. I'm leaving is Spirit's way of saying that the cycle has expired. The fake strength expired. The emotional avoidance expired. The version of them that kept running from accountability, long gone. And here's what's powerful. This isn't just a breakup energy, it's a breakthrough energy. Because this person is finally realizing that the only way to heal this connection is to walk away from their own illusions first. Okay, and they are being guided. They're being guided to detach from what's been blocking their growth. Whether that's fear, control, or a toxic environment that doesn't feed their soul. And as they leave that energy behind, guess who's sitting in their spirit like a mirror? You. You're the standard that they can't forget. You're the reminder of what truth, softness, and self-respect actually look like. So this card is the bridge between confusion and clarity, between the person that they have been and the person they are becoming. So yeah, they're leaving, but it's not running away. It's rising up. And that's wild, okay? Because that movement is going to lead them right back to the emotion that they were avoiding. You. Now, the energy is shifting again because the next card, this is where we find out what's waiting on the other side of that door. Is it regret, rebirth, or a full circle return? So let's go ahead and pull your fourth card because, baby, this is where the transformation starts to show itself. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. All right, you got help is on the way. Help is on the way. Let me tell you, when this card comes out, that's not coincidence. That's a confirmation. Because think about where we've been so far. Pisces, all emotion and confusion. Queen of Wands reverse, self-doubt and ego tension. I'm leaving is the moment, the truth, right? And that choice to walk away from what no longer fits. And now Spirit steps in and says, good, you made the decision now. Okay? We're sending back up. So this is the universe responding to movement. You finally surrendered, and now divine support is rushing in to catch what was falling apart. Help is on the way can look like a sudden realization, a conversation that brings peace, a dream that gives clarity, or even physical assistance showing up out of nowhere. Okay, but it is Spirit's way of saying that we heard your prayer and we are aligning things behind the scenes. So for this person, it means that guidance is coming to pull them out of that lost heavy space. They might start seeing angel numbers, hearing songs, or having people mirror your energy back to them. Little reminders of this connection that they tried to run from could actually show up. For you, this is reassurance. You don't need to chase, fix, or force anything. Your only job now is to stay in alignment with peace and purpose, because Spirit is saying that we got you. The burden is no longer yours to carry. And listen, this energy is divine timing in motion. Just when it looks like everything's quiet, that's when Spirit starts rearranging the pieces. So yeah, help is on the way. But not just for them, for you too. Emotional support, energetic restoration, divine clarity, all of it is coming in so that when this connection cycles back around, you'll be ready and not waiting. Now, this next card, okay, card 5, is where Spirit's going to show us how the divine help manifests Okay? Does it bring reconciliation, renewal, or a full on rebirth? Because this next energy is going to show what's finally shifting in the 3D after all that emotional work in the 5D. So let's go ahead and pull your fifth card because, baby, it's about to start getting very real. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? Let's see what's coming through. You got the Eight of Wands. I absolutely love this coming out. This is literally a synchronicity, the Eight of Wands energy. Let me just say, y'all, honey, Spirit is showing up and showing out. Showing up. Okay? Help is on the way because it's synchronicity at its finest. This right here is divine ignition, that spirit, like is spirit saying that you did the work. You did the work. You surrendered the weight. And now here's your spark back. Okay. The Eight of Wands is passion and motivation and new beginnings. But not just any new beginnings. This is the soul on fire kind of energy. It's that moment where something inside you or this person, it wakes up and says, I can't keep living on autopilot. Okay, it's that type of energy. For this person, it's like the fog will be lifted for this person because, yeah, they have been confused and insecure and stuck. But now that divine help is flowing in. They are catching a second wind. And their heart is starting to remember what it feels like to believe again. This is momentum, attraction, and purpose that's all merging into one. So expect the energy to start moving with you in this connection. Messages, conversations, dreams, opportunities, and things that were stagnant are about to light up again in your personal life. And I'm going to be real with you. The Eight of Wands is also a magnetic attraction card. It's that I can't stop thinking about you and I feel drawn back in and I miss your energy vibe. It's that because somebody's spirit just got reactivated. Okay, somebody's spirit just got reactivated. And guess who they're being guided towards? You. But don't mistake this for random passion. This is divinely timed action. So Spirit is saying that we had to strip everything away before we could light this flame. And now that that foundation is clear, the energy can flow freely again. So if you've been praying for a sign for things were shifting, baby, this is it. Because this is your confirmation that momentum has returned and purpose has reignited and something brand new is being birthed out of what looked dead. Okay? You went from emotional fog to spiritual fire. And this is the beginning of that rebirth. Now listen, this next card, card 6, your final card, is where everything comes full circle. Because once we pull that last card, I'm going to give you the total energetic frequency of this entire connection. And you already know that's the part that tells you exactly how to move forward. So let's go ahead and pull your 6th and final card because, baby, the Eight of Wands just lit something divine in motion. Let's go. What is the energy as it does relate? And you got sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, and focusing out. Wow. This is interesting coming through. Y'all, now listen, this is wild because it perfectly ties everything together, every card that we pull. You got Pisces, that intuitive dream energy. Queen of Wands reversed, ego and insecurity. I'm leaving, detachment and growth. Help is on the way, divine support. The Eight of Wands, which is reignition. And now sunglasses steps in to say that they have been watching you the whole time. let's keep it all the way real. This person never disconnected. They may have gone quiet. They may have acted unbothered, but baby, they have been observing every move. So this card screams, I'm pretending, I don't care energy. But that's the lie. That is the lie that they tell themselves to cope. Sunglasses means that they've been trying to control the narrative by staying hidden. And they are trying to appear detached while still watching you light. They see your glow up. They see you healing, rebuilding, stepping into your purpose. And that's why they can't look away. But here's the part that people miss. This card also represents distorted perception. This person has been viewing everything through like a fogged lens, projecting their fears and twisting the story and convincing themselves that they still hold emotional control. They don't. What they are really doing is running from clarity, your clarity. They can watch you all they want, but they can't access you the same way anymore because the self, your first card, already crowned you, okay? The self already crowned you. It did. So, listen, you are no longer operating from pain or confusion. You're operating from power. So yeah, they might be watching, but the version of you that they remember no longer exists. They are seeing your reflection, not your reality. And the more they watch, the more they realize that you were the energy that they were searching for in everyone else. Now, the total energetic frequency of this connection is this. This entire connection vibrates in a mirror frequency. That means that you were their teacher, not through words, but through presence, okay? And Spirit used you to show this person the gap between who they pretended to be and who they are meant to become. Their frequency right now is curiosity and regret because they are waking up, but they are still learning to face their truth. They are realizing that they can't heal by watching. They have to participate. Your frequency, elevation, and embodiment. You are no longer waiting for recognition. You are the lesson. You're not chasing answers. You've become the answer. And the sunglasses can hide their eyes, but not their soul. And baby, their soul still sees you because this connection isn't about going backwards. It's about how much you have grown forward. So take this as a confirmation. You were never the lesson they lost. You were the blessing that they weren't ready for. All right, Clarity family, that's your final message. If this reading resonated, you already know this was for you. And if you're ready to go deeper, I'm still running my 3 for $33 special. And you can ask any 3 personal questions about your relationship, your money, career, or your spiritual path. And I'll give you the messages that I can't share here on YouTube. Okay, so the link is in the description. So go book your personal reading while it's still open. I love y'all. Stay grounded, stay glowing. And remember, you're not being watched because you're replaceable. You're being watched because you're unforgettable.